the minute I walked into this area, I knew that this was going to be one of the best mornings that I ever encountered. So it's extremely tempting to stay in this spot the whole morning, but you want some different images, you know, in conditions like this. I think those couple of shots that I've taken here, you know, I can't do any better than that. I think they are absolutely fantastic. So I'm just gonna walk around, see if I can find some more shots, you know. Maybe I'm too demanding on myself to want more, you know, you always want more. But these shots are in the bag and they are absolutely fantastic. Once again, I just absolutely love them. And I'm just gonna walk on here, see if I can find something else. And hopefully I will. Sorry, you know, I was pretty bad tempered this morning. I had a little bit of a headache, wasn't feeling too good, and at some point it even crossed my mind to turn around and go back home. But the minute I walked into this area, I knew that this was going to be one of the best mornings that I ever encountered. You know, absolutely fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And you know what the most fantastic part is? That if you look on the other side from the sunrise there, it's completely covered in clouds. So I'm looking at this quite possibly only gap in the clouds in the whole of the Netherlands at the moment. And it's fantastic. There are a couple of trees here in this area which are very interesting. I just took a couple of shots here. I'll show them after this clip, but you know, you can shoot everywhere. You can shoot images everywhere at the moment. It's absolutely fantastic. So I'm sorry for saying the word fantastic 100 times, but I bet you would do the same in conditions like this. You know, the fun about photography is that sometimes you can have an epic moment like earlier in the video, and then you walk on and you get the feeling that you're struggling to find something, you know? It's a pretty difficult area to photograph, especially when the sun is up quite high already. But I found a shot that I kind of like. You see in the back there, you've got these trees where the sun is shining through with some fog. And in the foreground here, you've got all these small little trees with all the spider webs coming through them. And I kind of framed up a composition a bit like this, with those little trees with spider webs in the front, then a little midsection here with that pool of water, and then in the back there are those trees. And I'm focus stacking this one, so foreground, midground, trees in the back. Hopefully that's gonna work. And it's also a nice tip to always walk and keep an eye on the opposite side that you're looking at. You know, there's a fantastic tree here, but the background's a little bit messy. So my idea was to walk around it and get this tree with those clouds up there. And then I saw, look at this, 2 swans flying over. Wow. Fantastic. Fantastic. So I'm gonna walk around a little bit further, try if I can catch this tree with a little bit of that early morning light on the side of it. Now this is the opposite side from the sunrise. So I've got this water here, this one standalone tree, and on the left side there is not much going on, as you can see. And I think this is quite a nice shot. So yeah, let's see, I'll take it, show it on the screen, let me know what you think of it. You know, and the fun thing is with mornings like this is within seconds all the magic is gone. You know, the fog just went away, the sun is behind a cloud, and that's it. You know, that's it. So I'm gonna continue. I have no idea what this reserve looks like, and I'm gonna see if I can find something else. All these fields here are flooded due to all the rainfall, and it might give some real nice abstract shots. You know, there are a lot of colors here, a lot of shapes. So I'm just going to continue, see if I can find something else. And knowing that I already got these amazing images, you know, it makes me it makes me the happiest man at the moment. Fantastic. So I just attached the big wide lens here, and this might be the last time that I'm using this masterpiece of technology, because this one has to return to the headquarters of OM System tomorrow, or even today actually. They asked me before the weekend, and I said, oh, can I keep it for one more weekend? And it was allowed, so I have no idea if I'm going to get one back, but who knows, maybe if you buy enough and tell people that you bought it because you've seen it in this video, then it might be, then I might be in for another loan period. I have no idea. But there are a lot of birds here on the side, on the right side, and there's a white heron sitting in the tree there, and that's why I attached this lens. I want to try to get that white heron. It looks very nice, especially with that dark forest as a backdrop and the light hitting the white heron there. So the light situation is perfect. I just hope it won't fly away. So let's see. Sorry, I had to put you down for a minute. There were 2 more herons on the left side here, but right now the one that flew off here on the left is sitting on top of that tree where I wanted the first one to be. So let me show you this on a little video clip. So here is number 1. The other one is sitting a little bit lower. So there is a really nice little tree in the middle of the field here behind me, and I noticed it a little bit down the path there, but I really couldn't photograph it. But behind it is a really dark forest, and actually because there is still a little bit of a haze in the air, the dark forest looks like some sort of a white wall with this black tree in front of it. It actually looks kind of nice, and let me try to show you. You see, it's all about this tree, and I've overexposed the image a little bit, and there's some grasses in the front, and then the background is completely blurred out due to the overexposing of that white mist foggy backdrop there. And that top corner there is something that I'm probably gonna clone out. And I just love images like this, especially a little bit later on the morning to entertain yourself. These are some pretty nice shots, what I often look for. So quite an easy shot. I had to move back a little bit to create that distance, to make sure that the whole tree was in front of that dark background. But the best thing is, it would have been if there was a little hill here where I could stand on, so that I had some separation. Right there, the path goes up a little bit, so maybe a little bit further down the road it even gets better. Then I would avoid that white spot in the top there. So this is another nice example. This is maybe 25 meters further than where I showed you that last clip. And just look at it. If I film this piece now, you see that there is no white gap on top of that tree there. Just by moving back, I got this tree a little bit further in front of these trees, and avoiding that this white gap appeared on top. So you don't always have to clone away something. It's just a matter of perspective, you know. Get to the right spot and you will always, how do you say it, be rewarded with a better shot without editing it. So I guess this is the end of today's video, and what an amazing morning this is. I can't believe that I actually couldn't remember anything from the first time that I was here. I was here with my friend Walter about maybe 2.5, 3 years ago, something like that, I have no idea. But it was a long time ago. It was in the middle of summer, a really bad morning with absolutely zero clouds, zero atmosphere. So it was a real boring morning, and I actually made a video of it, that sometimes it was like that. And all the pools of water around these trees that I photographed this morning, they were all vaporized back then. So there was just a little lake at the end, but nothing like this today where everything was flooded. So absolutely amazing. And I just randomly picked this yesterday, like, okay, there are probably no clouds in this area. There is a high chance of fog, high humidity. So that's why I went here, and then I got this. You know, absolutely fantastic. And I recently watched a podcast from The Edge, the guitar player of the band U2, and he said that music was like, if you practice enough, if you put effort in it, you get back what you put into it. And I think that's the same with photography. You know, you get back from it what you put into it. You know, I could have stayed in bed or thinking, oh, I don't feel well today, I'm just gonna stay in and miss this morning. But in my experience, all the effort that you put into it is always rewarded. Not on every trip, but every now and then you have a magical morning like this, where everything comes together like puzzle pieces that just click together perfectly. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did recording it. And yeah, absolutely fantastic. So if you did, please push that thumbs up button, leave a comment. You massively help this channel. There is a subscribe button underneath this video. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to the channel. Weekly new videos every Thursday, every Sunday, mostly on location, sometimes at home, sometimes a review. But mostly it's all about trying to show you some inspiration, some ideas for when you're out on yourself, and get the most out of a morning like this. So thanks for watching, hope to see you next time, and bye bye.